Hello and welcome to another video. Today I find myself in the Cairngorms, but I am not alone, for I am joined by my good friend Richard.
Hello!
And we are going to attempt an overnight camp high on the Lochnagar plateau. Now we're going to do a route called the White Mounth Circuit, and it's about 30k all in, and we've got today and tomorrow to do it. So we're setting off midday with the view to summit Lochnagar and a couple of the other Munros, and then find somewhere reasonably sheltered to have an overnight camp. Now the weather is supposed to be okay, but nothing better than okay, I'm afraid. So it could be a bit hit or miss in places. It is to be slightly windy. Sorry Richard, do you want to join in?
Someone needs to work on his attitude. But don't worry, I'm here for positivity.
I'm just bringing facts. Richard can bring you blind positivity.
Oh, but yeah, delusional.
So, might be a little bit windy, but we can deal with that if it happens. But otherwise, thanks for coming back, and I hope you enjoy. So we've just stopped for a wee snack. We are about a few metres away from the Bialach, between Meiklepamp and the Lochnagar Corrie Ridge. And we've both now put our waterproofs on. I've actually ditched the microphone for fear that it was going to get wet. So I'm hoping that the audio on this is being picked up adequately.
What?
Very good. But we shouldn't be too long until we're on the Corrie Rim and on the march to the summit. So let's go. Hear my voice on this recording. But we'll try. The wind isn't terrible, but it is windy, and because we've wrapped up, it's not too cold. So welcome to Lochnagar Summit. We are going to find a wee sheltered spot and have a bit of tea. A wee piece.
Lovely, but I'm still smiling.
Still always positive, mate.
I think I'm smelling now.
good, Richard. Look at this. Ooh, baby. Uh-huh.
Should have added more butter. It's a bit dry. Sorry about that.
You failed me.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm
Well, good morning. I guess I should start by explaining what exactly happened after the last piece of footage that you've just seen. So in that piece of footage, I actually rolled over on my ankle, and it was quite painful, and it still is a little bit painful. But don't worry, I was able to make my way off of the mountain. But it just took us a tiny little bit longer than it should have, obviously. Now I'm currently camped, and I'm camped by the car and not on the mountain, which was the original intention. And I actually thought long and hard after I went over on my ankle about whether or not just to scrap this video and delete all the footage, just pretend it never happened, just chalk it down to a learning experience.
But then I was thinking about, well, what is the better learning experience for me and for others? Would it be to pretend it never happened, or would it be to talk about it, try and reflect on it, and see if there's anything that I can take away from it? So potentially this might see YouTube, and potentially it might not. I've not fully decided, but I thought I'll give it a go and see how I feel. So we had every intention of camping high on the mountain, but because of the high winds and the weather conditions, which you'll have already seen, we made quite a sensible decision to not camp on the mountain. As the day progressed yesterday, and every time we managed to get signal to check the weather forecast, the forecasts were getting worse. And the last time we checked, just after the 5th summit of Broadcairn, the forecasted winds on the ridges were 60 to 65 kilometres per hour. Now, we made the decision that that was an unacceptable level of risk to take, and we couldn't quite find any suitable camp spots where we thought it would be sheltered enough. So we had to make that call quite late on in the day to say, do you know what, we're not going to camp, we're going to continue on and try and get as far down this mountain as possible in order to maintain a level of safety that was sensible. That sounds like Richard's awake. So that's what we did, and in doing that I rolled my ankle. So let's not disguise the fact that I've had a wonderful experience. I've had a great time with Richard, and I've had a great day in the mountains. Lochnagar is beautiful, and actually this little campsite where we've unexpectedly found ourselves has been really pleasant. We got here at 9 p.m, which was about 3 or 4 hours after the time we had actually intended to set up camp. And by the time we got here, all I wanted to do was have a cuppa and have some dinner. Because of the extra time delay, we both hadn't eaten properly, because obviously we were going to eat at camp, and I ran out of water at one point, so I was filling up from a stream, and I think it was a good test yesterday. It felt like it was challenging conditions. It felt like it was a challenging mindset to overcome as well, because it's so easy to throw in the towel, and it'd have been so easy just to get back to the car and drive home. But the sensible thing was to try and recover as best as possible before a 3-hour drive down the road. Plus, I enjoy a night in a tent, and I'm glad we did it where we've done it, at this campsite and not high on the ridge, because it was windy down here, and I could only imagine what it would have been like high up in the mountain. So, do I have any takeaways? Yes, I think I do. I feel confident in my decision making. I felt like I performed on the spot risk assessments, and with the information and experience and knowledge that I had to draw on, I felt like the decisions that were made were the correct ones. The mountain is not going anywhere. That's what I need to remember. But my ability to climb that mountain will go somewhere if I make stupid decisions. So there you go. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and check in on Richard, and then I am going to make some breakfast. So thanks for listening to this little ramble, and well, hopefully the rest of this video is just an enjoyable little camping experience. Housekeeping. You should. He's gone. Spotted him. Coming back from the toilet.
Oh, how's the ankle?
Sore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is actually, if I'm honest.
Is it swelling?
I'll not lie to you, I've not stopped to check the swelling, but it is sore. And I'm gonna dance with an Irish girl.
Yes.
How did you enjoy your weekend?
I loved it, yeah. Really nice place. The hill walk was really. What was it called again? White Mouth.
White Mounth.
White Mount was the walk. It was really nice, and since we came back to the campsite, I was reading the thing over there where it says whoever camping now in the car park, the fee for that pays for maintenance of this is a big estate, including the Lochnagar walk, and maybe the rest of the paths as well, because they all look like they've been worked on really well. But they're still interesting paths though, like all the boulders, boulder climbs. It was really cool. It's a really nice day. I was expecting it to be good, but it was a bit better than I thought as well, just with like all the cool paths. So yeah, I'm happy. But I just like being outside.
Right then, that's us. I'm packed away. I've left no trace. Richard behind me is currently putting away the last of his kit. And the only thing left to do is to say thank you very much for watching. It's not been the video that I anticipated making. It's probably not been the video that you anticipated watching. But sometimes we just need to be adaptable. So I really appreciate if you've stuck around this long. It really does mean a lot to me. And you know, let me know what you think. If you get any thoughts, comments, feedback, you know, please do, you know, get in touch, let me know. And as always, I will hopefully see you in the hills soon.